Hello and welcome on House News. In this episode, we'll present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. And now, let's see the headlines for today. New history for Indonesia as the first country from Southeast Asia to become a candidate for the OECD membership. Lawmakers have included the bill on maritime affairs in this year's national legislation program, aiming to establish a more powerful national coast guard. Commission 9 of the House urges the government to empower migrant workers by providing skills training programs that meet the demands of the international job market. To tighten oversight at entry points and curb the flow of contraband within Indonesia, the Legislation Committee starts the discussion on revision on immigration law. The online community recently buzzed with excitement over a unique cafe in Jakarta that employs elderly individuals referred to as Oma. The Vice Speaker for Politics and Security, Ludwig Friedrich Paulus, welcomed a visit from the OECD Secretary General to discuss and support Indonesia's accession for full membership in Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Ludwig said Indonesia is committed to becoming a full OECD member within 3 years, although there are still requirements and regulations that Indonesia must fulfill to become a member of the organization. He believed the job creation law will help accelerate Indonesia's membership process.
Nah, untuk menjadi anggota dari OECD sebenarnya membutuhkan 7 tahun. Cukup lama dari pengalaman selama ini. Tetapi dari upaya pemerintah, alhamdulillah ya, kita bisa fix menjadi anggota itu untuk katakan 3 tahun ke depan. Artinya kita juga masih menunggu roadmap yang mereka buat tentunya. Dan tentunya terkait ini banyak langkah-langkah yang harus kita lakukan untuk sebelum kita masuk. Jadi kenapa ada 3 tahun? Nah kebetulan kita kan sudah dari aspek regulasi ya, kita kan sudah ada loncatan ya, organisasi dengan katakan Undang-Undang Cipta Kerja, itu udah lanjut. Tetapi itu pun nanti kita lihat. Karena ada persyaratan-persyaratan yang harus dipenuhi. Katakan contoh, pelabuhan, kapal sampai dia bongkar nunggu berapa lama. Ada standar yang nggak boleh lama-lama.
By becoming a member of the OECD, various opportunities will open up for Indonesia, including establishing cooperation in exports and imports with other OECD countries. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development is an international organization that operates in the field of economics and development. The OECD, which is based in Paris, was founded in 1960, composed of developed countries, and currently has 38 nations as members. This is a historic moment since Indonesia will be the first OECD member from Southeast Asia and the third Asian member after Japan and South Korea. Dodi and Handoko, TVR Parlemen, report. The Ad Hoc Committee for Maritime Bill argues Indonesia needs a single regulation to manage its maritime activities. This would make Indonesia a stronger maritime nation with better management and respected on the global stage. In a working meeting with the Coordinating Minister for Political, Legal and Security Affairs, the Ad Hoc Committee for the Maritime Bill discussed ways to sort out overlapping responsibilities and authorities in Indonesia's maritime affairs. The meeting also explored options to strengthen Indonesia's Coast Guard, currently divided between the Ministry of Transportation's Sea and Coast Guard Unit and the Indonesian Maritime Security Agency. Member of the committee, Slamet, mentions this law should address maritime security concerns and clearly define the Coast Guard's roles and responsibilities. Furthermore, he adds the regulations will prevent overlap between agencies currently involved in maritime security.
Dengan fungsi Coast Guard yang sedemikian pentingnya begitu ya. Bagaimana pemikirannya kalau memang ini kita munculkan undang-undang tersendiri dalam bentuk undang-undang Coast Guard memang. Sehingga ada dari undang-undang itu menyatukan berbagai kepentingan untuk laut kita, untuk Indonesia.
In addition, another member of the Ad Hoc Committee, Muhammad Farhan, states the maritime law must establish a maritime safety, security, and law enforcement system in Indonesia, leading to capable national coast guard.
Kami berharap bahwa kita bisa membentuk sebuah ekosistem kemaritiman yang melibatkan di dalamnya negara, dalam hal ini Coast Guard, dan juga dunia industri. Diharapkan kita akan diakui sebagai administrasi pemerintahan maritim yang memiliki kemampuan kelas dunia.
Halim and Christio, TVR Parlemen, report. Commission 9 of the House urges mandatory training for migrant workers. These programs empower them with valuable skills, leading to better job prospects and greater economic impact on Indonesia. Chairperson of Commission 9 of the House, Feli Estelita Runtuweni, has requested the Indonesian Migrant Workers Protection Agency to provide skills training for Indonesian migrant workers before they are placed in their destination countries. Many illegal placement agencies continue to send unskilled migrant workers abroad.
Diberangkatkan mereka dengan bekal yang mereka sudah miliki yang mumpuni, ya. Karena kalau mereka tidak siap diberangkatkan, ini akan menjadi persoalan pertama bagi pekerja-pekerja kita yang akan mendapatkan perlakuan yang tidak manusiawi. Jangan sampai ada agen-agen yang dalam tanda kutip nakal memaksakan untuk mereka diberangkatkan. Tapi akhirnya mereka di sana jadi bulan-bulanan karena mereka sendiri belum siap. Penyebab sampai mereka mendapatkan perlakuan yang tidak manusiawi, penyebab utama apa? Kan bisa mendapatkan data itu. Nah, jadi sekali lagi harus persiapkan betul calon-calon pekerja di negara penempatan, ya, kompetensinya dan lain sebagainya, supaya pertama itu akan menghindari ketika mereka terampil. Saya kira itu mereka tidak akan dapatkan di sana.
Investing in training programs for migrant workers is important as their high income significantly contribute to national economic development. These programs equip them with valuable skills, leading to better job opportunities and further strengthening Indonesia's economic well-being. Bondan Imana, TVR Parlemen, report. After the break, we'll bring you the latest from the Legislation Committee of the House, only on House News. In a response to growing concerns about illegal goods, the Legislative Committee has started a revision on immigration law. The focus is on strengthening oversight at entry points to prevent the circulation of illegal items in Indonesia. The revision is carried out as follow-up on the Constitutional Court's ruling on the Third Amendment to Law No. 6 of 2011 on immigration. The Legislative Committee has been gathering input from experts to improve the regulations. The revisions include changing the term investigation to inquiry, setting a time limit for preventing overseas travel, and altering the funding source for immigration to not rely on the state budget. Member of the Legislative Committee Firman Subagio highlights immigration needs to have innovation to combat various new methods of smuggling illegal goods, especially illegal drugs.
Yang paling berbahaya sekarang ini kan masalah bagaimana orang masuk Indonesia membawa narkoba dengan berbagai modus operandi. Dan bahkan ada juga orang asing masuk Indonesia yang kemudian mereka itu juga banyak melanggar ketentuan aturan karena kita tidak memahami regulasi yang ada di negara tersebut dan kemudian negara tersebut tidak memahami regulasi di Indonesia, mungkin juga perlu ada kerjasama. Itu juga bisa dibiayai melalui anggaran. Kalau kita semua mengandalkan APBN, mungkin tidak mencukupi. Artinya bahwa imigrasi kita berikan peluang untuk mendapatkan dana hibah dalam rangka kerjasama untuk peningkatan sumber daya manusia.
Furthermore, Firman emphasizes having the police oversee foreign nationals would be much more effective as their reach extends to sub-districts and villages. Adila and Rian, TVR Parlemen, report. Commission 2 of the House held an evaluation meeting on the previous presidential and legislative elections, urging comprehensive evaluation for better future elections. Member of Commission 2 of the House, Heru Sujatmoko, said a thorough evaluation is needed to improve the quality of the 5-yearly democratic event. Not only selecting leaders, elections also play a role in the development of democracy. By engaging the electoral process, a nation can have mature democracy, leading to improvements in human resources and better civilization of the country. Heru added, conducting election in a clean and healthy manner is important for ensuring that qualified state leaders are elected.
Apakah semua sudah berjalan sesuai ketentuan peraturan perundangan yang berlaku? Kalau belum, apakah di dalamnya masih ada pelanggaran-pelanggaran? Pelanggaran yang kayak apa? Sejauh mana pengaruhnya terhadap kualitas pemilu itu sendiri? Tentunya harus dipikirkan juga bagaimana supaya ke depan menjadi lebih baik. Karena yang disebut pembangunan, saya kira itu disepakati secara internasional. Itu adalah tidak sekedar membangun fisik, bahkan membangun sistem penting, tapi tidak sekedar sistem. Tetapi apa? Membangun peradaban.
The Election Supervisory Agency recorded 1,200 violations had been committed during the 2024 general elections, with ethics breaches being the most common. Bani and Yoga, TVR Parlemen, report. The National Long-Term Development Plan is a concrete effort to achieve the vision of Golden Indonesia 2045. The Legislative Committee urges to prioritize sustainability to ensure the set goal is obtained. Member of the Legislative Committee Hermanto explained sustainable practices in the National Long-Term Development Plan makes it more adaptable to changes and challenges over time. However, it is important to have stability on national sectors such as in economy, defense, and security.
Oleh karena itu, konsepsi sustainable berkaitan dengan soal pertahanan keamanan, ekonomi, dan industri itu harus dijaga. Nah, sehingga ada kelanjutan dan terus menerus. Nah, inilah yang kita inginkan supaya Indonesia itu tidak berhenti pada satu titik, tapi dia harus berkelanjutan terus menerus. Oleh karena itu, ruang RPJMD ini adalah jangka panjang, mewujudkan cita-cita abadi bangsa Indonesia yang termuat di dalam Undang-Undang Dasar 1945.
Meanwhile, member of the Legislative Committee, Hilmi, adds the National Long-Term Development Plan should align with the ongoing development that are already in progress. In addition, the plan must also be evaluated periodically to ensure the continuity of the Golden Indonesia 2045 vision.
Kesinambungan pembangunan ini dari jangka pendek sampai jangka 2045. Jadi saya berharap nanti perencanaan ini harus simultan dengan yang ada sekarang ini.
Ken and Yoga, TVR Parlemen, report. We have the information on unique cafe employing elderly as waitress. The information after the break only on House News. A cafe in Melawai, South Jakarta presents a unique and authentic concept involving the elderly who are called Oma, meaning grandmother in Indonesia, who serve as waiters. Oma Cafe is the perfect spot to relax and hang out. They have a unique concept where the staff are elderly women called Omas, which means grandmothers in Indonesian. The cafe isn't just about serving delicious food and drinks, they also aim to keep their Oma staff healthy, active, and feeling valued. The Oma's presence is meant to create a welcoming and comforting feeling like getting a hug from your grandma. The interiors are designed to resemble an old house, offering a slice of nostalgia and warmth, much like a grandmother's loving embrace. It's the secret ingredients to the cafe's success. On top of that, Oma Cafe serves authentic Indonesian home-style dishes, making the experience feel like you're visiting your grandmother's house. They have 2 floors. The first floor is perfect for a sit-down meal, while the second floor is ideal for catching up with friends over coffee and snacks. If you plan to visit and are driving, parking is available at either the Block M Square or Pasaraya shopping centers. Alternatively, you can park near the Block M terminal. For your convenience, Oma Cafe opens its doors daily from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. From bustling Asian streets to European cafes, breakfast traditions paint a picture of culture. The first meal of the day isn't just about the nutrition, it's a window into the local way of life. In many parts of the world, breakfast is seen as the most important and enjoyable meal of the day. It is possible to say that every country has its own breakfast culture. Here are the delicious breakfasts from all around the world. It is a classic Japanese savory egg custard that is steamed in a delicate cup. Japanese usually season the smooth and silky egg custard with dashi stock and add tender chicken pieces, kamaboko fish cake, and mushrooms. Chawanmushi is a classic appetizer on the menu in many sushi or Japanese restaurants. There are many variations based on the seasonal ingredients, but some of the most common ones include shrimps, fish, and vegetables. It can be homey or fancy, depending on what goes into the egg custard. In Vietnam, a rich and aromatic soup made with rice noodles called pho is often eaten at breakfast. The soup starts with long simmered broth of roasted beef or chicken bones, typically with spices like ginger, cinnamon, and star anise. It's put over noodle into big bowls, and lucky eaters get to stir in their favorite flavors and toppings like lime juice, fish sauce, bean sprouts, chilies, onion, mint, and basil. Shiniki is a dessert consisting of fried cottage cheese pancakes that are usually garnished with honey, fruit jam, sour cream, or applesauce. It is part of the Russian, Belarusian, Ukrainian, Latvian, and Lithuanian cuisine. Shiniki can be served for breakfast or consumed as a tasty dessert after a large meal. Indonesia's treasure of delicious eats, and one hidden gem is roti unyil. These bite-sized delights, meaning tiny bread, are a fun and flavorful Indonesian snacks. Roti unyil, or mini buns, are a signature dish for Bogor, known for their small size and delicious taste. The pioneers of this culinary delight is Toko Roti Unyil Venus Bakery, established in 1992. The concept of roti unyil was to offer unique and healthy bread options to consumers. They are committed to producing fresh bread every day using no preservatives. It is then named unyil as the small size of the dish. In Indonesian, unyil means tiny. The taste of roti unyil from Venus Bakery is truly exceptional. Each bun is soft, fluffy, and bursting with flavor. Whether you prefer classic flavors like chocolate and cheese or more adventurous options like green tea or red bean, Roti Unyil Venus Bakery has something for everyone. In addition to their delicious taste, Roti Unyil from Venus Bakery is also known for its affordability. This makes the dish a popular choice for families and individuals looking for a tasty snack or meal on a budget. Roti Unyil Venus Bakery has become a beloved institution in Bogor, attracting locals and tourists alike with its delicious mini buns. For anyone visiting Bogor, a trip to Toko Roti Unyil Venus Bakery is a must to experience the true taste of this iconic dish. And that's the House News for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House News, only on TVR Parlemen.